Hello and welcome to English classes. If you're new to my channel, my name is Said Walid and I help students to enhance their English language proficiency. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you present perfect, the most useful tense in English language. Not only the use of the present perfect, I'm going to teach you the differences between present perfect and other tenses, such as present perfect continuous and past. And don't go away. At the end of this lesson, I'm going to teach you the best techniques to find out which tense you need to use: past simple, present perfect, or present perfect continuous. First, I'm going to start with the present perfect. The same form, have plus past participle, exists in many European languages, but the uses in English are different. In English, the present perfect links past and present. It expresses the effects of past on the present. Present perfect means completed before now. The present perfect does not express when an action happened. If we want to say the exact time, we use past simple in a state. Example, I have traveled all over the world. This expresses an unspecified time in the past. If I want to show exactly when I went somewhere, I would use past simple. Example, I went to India last year, or in 2017. Now, let's see the three main uses of the present perfect. Number one, unfinished past. The present perfect expresses an action that began in the past and still continues. Example, we have lived in the same house for 25 years. How long have you known each other? They have been married for 20 years. Be careful. Many languages expresses this idea with the present tense, but in English it's wrong. Look at the example. Jane has been a nurse for 20 years. You can't say Jane is a nurse for 20 years. Notice the time expressions that are common with this use: for 2 years, for a month, for ages, for a few days, since 1917, since Christmas, since I was a child, since 8 o'clock. We use for with a period of time, and we use since with a point in time. Number two, experience. The present perfect expresses an experience that happened at some time in our lives. The action is finished, but the effects of the action are still felt. Examples: have you ever had an operation? It means sometimes in your life. Time expressions. The adverbs ever, never, and before are common with this use. Example, have you ever been to China? If you have a negative answer, no, I have never been to China. We use ever in questions, and we use never in negative statements. Number three, present result. The present perfect expresses a past action that has a present result. The action is usually in the recent past. Examples: the taxi hasn't arrived yet. It means we are still waiting for the taxi. Or, what have you done with your lip? It's bleeding. Time expressions. The adverbs yet, just, already are common with this use. Examples: I haven't had breakfast yet. I have already seen the film. Or, I have just came in. We use already and just in positive sentences, and we use yet in negative and questions. Now I'm going to tell you the differences between present perfect and past simple. With the present perfect, we use indefinite adverbials, and with the past simple, we use definite adverbials. Examples: I have done it for a long time. The same sentence with past simple. I did it yesterday. You see, For a long time is an indefinite adverbial, but yesterday is a definite adverbial. Now I'm going to tell you the differences between present perfect, simple, and continuous. Number 1. There is sometimes little or no differences between present perfect, simple, and continuous. Example: I have played tennis since I was a child, and I have been playing tennis since I was a child. Number 2. The continuous can sometimes suggest a more temporary situation. The simple can sound more permanent. Examples: I have been living with the host family for a few weeks, and I have lived here all my life. You can see that the present perfect continuous expresses a temporary situation, but the present perfect simple is more permanent. And now I will show you a simple method which tends to use present perfect or present perfect continuous. Verbs that suggest a duration, such as play, stay, rain, wait, sit, lie, and learn, are often found with the present perfect continuous. Example: how long have you been waiting here? I have been playing football. Or, it has been raining all day. These verbs are often found with the continuous, not with the simple. And the state verbs are often used with the present perfect simple. They are rarely used with the present perfect continuous. Now let's see the uses of these 3 different verbs. Verbs of long time, short time, and long time by meaning. If we want to show an action that happened in the past and has result, we use short time verbs. Example: ouch, I have cut my finger. The same verbs, if we use with the present perfect continuous, this suggests a repeated activity. Example: who has been cutting the grass? This suggests a repeated activity. Or, I have been losing my pen. It means I'm not good with keeping my pen. I always forget my pen somewhere. Verbs of long time. If we use verbs of long time with the present perfect simple, it expresses an action that happened in the past and continue to present. It will probably continue to future. Example: I have lived here since 1999. The same verb if I use with the present perfect continuous. This will make the verb short, limited, and temporary. Example: I have been living with friends for a few weeks. And verbs that are long time by meaning, such as rain, play, learn, and stay. They are only used with the present perfect continuous. As I said before, it has been raining all day. Now, did you see this method is very simple. If we have a long time verb, we prefer to use it with the present perfect simple if we want to show a permanent action. But if we want to make it short, limited, and temporary, we can use present perfect continuous. If we have short time verbs with the present perfect simple, express an action that happened in past has result now. But the same verb with the present perfect continuous express a repeated action or activity. And verbs of long time by meaning are rarely found with the present perfect simple. We often use them with the present perfect continuous. I hope this super strategy will help you understand present perfect and present perfect continuous.